PGA Tour 2K23. My name's John McCarthy, and I am packing all the golf lessons. So I invite you to use these lessons to get you swinging that club like a pro and getting that little white ball around the course as best you can. Let's crack into it. Press and hold the swing input button to start your power meter's cursor on its way. Release the button when your cursor is within that white circular band to swing with your intended power. There's a certain amount of forgiveness in each shot type, and that's indicated by the gray band. The red band is the overswing zone. You'll give your swing more power, but the rest of the swing is going to be more difficult to execute. Good job on that one. After setting your power, that swing plane meter is going to start moving counterclockwise. Press the swing input button to stop the swing plane meter at the very top of that circle. That's going to give you a perfect swing plane. If you stop the swing plane meter too early, you'll push your shot, and that's going to send the ball offline in the direction your golfer is facing. If you stop the swing plane meter too late, you'll pull the shot, and that's going to send the ball in the opposite direction your golfer is facing. As you stray further and further from perfect, your shot's going to go further and further offline. So be very careful. That was well done. After you set your swing plane, the timing meter will take over and keep moving counterclockwise. Press the swing input button one more time at the very bottom of the circle to achieve perfect swing timing. Stopping the timing meter too early is going to result in a hook, which will curl your shot in the opposite direction your golfer is facing. Stopping that timing meter too late will cause a slice, and that's going to curve your shot offline in the direction your golfer is facing. Good job. That's what we're looking for. Congratulations. You've got the basics down pat. Can't wait to see you use some of these lessons out on the course. In this lesson, we're going to talk about one of the most important skills you can have at your disposal, and that is putting. Press and hold the swing input button to start the power meter. Release the button when the cursor is within that white band, and that will set your intended putt weight or putt power. Once your putt weight is set, the putt path meter will begin. Press the swing input button when you get to the white zone on the meter, and that will ensure you send your putt straight. Now go ahead and sink this putt to move on. Not quite. Let's reset. Try again. Well done on that lesson. Your putt weight is how hard you hit the ball. To change the weight of your putt, you can move the aim marker with the aim stick. If you move it towards your golfer, you will have less weight on your putt. If you move it away from your golfer, you will have more weight on your putt. This is a slightly downhill putt, so with your aim stick, move that aim marker a little bit towards your golfer. You'll see your putt weight meter adjust as you do this. Now, try to sink the putt. Let's just go ahead and give that another try. Well, that didn't quite pan out. Let's give that another go. Well, you've got that one down. Those moving dots on the grid are telling us that your putt's going to break a little bit to the right, so you will have to aim to the left to compensate. Use the aim stick to make adjustments before putting so that you can drop this one in the hole. Give it a go. Not quite there, is it? Let's try again. Not quite. Let's try that again. Well, not quite. Let's try that again. Nice work. And with that, you are ready to put the lights out on these courses. As with any skill in the game of golf, practice makes perfect. And before too long, you'll be feeling your way around these greens like a pro. Hello and welcome to this lesson on clubs and shot types. We're going to dig through that golf bag a little bit, and I'll tell you a few simple tricks you can use to navigate some of the situations you find yourself in on the course. Okay, so for this shot, you're hitting into the wind. This means you are going to have to club up, or in other words, use a longer club. So let's press the change club button until you get to the pitching wedge, then just pop this shot onto the green. That's what we're looking for. Now, it's only a matter of time before you find yourself in a situation where the normal shot type is just not going to do. Now, to get on the green from here, you are going to need a chip shot. So let's press the change shot type button until you get to the chip shot, and then chip that ball nice and close to the pin with your next stroke. That's the stuff. Information about the current lie of your ball is available always in the top right corner of the screen. This will give you a range of how much spin and power your shot will retain, and then you can use that info to adjust your shot accordingly. For this particular situation, let's change our club to the sand wedge and then change our shot type to a splash shot, which is a great shot for getting out of these greenside bunkers. After that, give that swing a go. See if you can stick it close. Well, you've got the hang of this one. And now that you know a thing or two about shot types, I'd encourage you to keep on trucking with these lessons and get into some more advanced stuff, because I think you're ready for it. Hello there, and welcome to the lesson on advanced shots. In this lesson, we're going to learn about techniques you're going to want to master if you want to compete with the pros. In this situation, we are going to need to take a partial swing. If you chip this with full power, it's going to blow right by the hole. So we are going to have to move our aim marker closer to us to compensate. Move the aim marker a little bit closer to you. See if you can get about a 75% power chip. And then hold down that swing input button until your cursor is in that white circular zone on your meter. Great work. Looks like you've got the hang of that. You're going to come across situations like this one where you want to adjust the spin and loft of your shot. In this case, we want to land our shot on the green softly without a whole lot of roll. And for that, we need to add some backspin. Hold down the true shot button and move your aim stick down to increase your loft and backspin, and then have a go at this pin and see if you can land it nice and soft and close. We'll chalk that one up as a success. Applying a fade or draw to your golf shot is a great tool to have at your disposal. By holding down the true shot button and moving the aim stick to the left, you can apply a fade. By moving the aim stick right, you can apply a draw to the ball flight. To complete this lesson, apply a fade to your next shot and watch that ball curl gently back into the middle of the driving range. Well, no need to linger on this lesson. This is the end of the advanced shots tutorial. If you want to get even more advanced, you can always go to the profile menu and tweak your club selection in your golf bag. Either way, it's going to take a lot of practice to get used to these advanced techniques, and I can't wait to see how your career progresses as you explore the game. Okay, this is where we part ways, and all that's left for you is to choose a difficulty level, and then you can go ahead and customize your golfer in the My Player menu if you feel like it. If not, all good as well. We'll see you out there on the links real soon.
Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We're just about to begin our coverage of this exciting event. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, what's on the minds of these players today?
Luke, at the end of the day, these players want one thing and one thing only, and that's their Corn Ferry Tour card. And to do that, they need to finish up in the top 50 at the end of the event.
I'm looking forward to today, that's for sure. Oh, that was flushed. Second shot here on the first. That goes down for an eagle. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. What an amazing shot. Let's take another look at that one.
Yeah, this was a gift. Wasn't expecting this.
Currently a couple under for the round. Oh, exciting times on the tee of a par 5.
Players want to take out any club, driver 3, with whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in 2. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie 4s are always a good score in this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Not bad. Second shot on the second. Going with the 7. And here we are with the third shot. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. A wonderful shot, a chance for birdie here at the second.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
What an opportunity to make a birdie.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. good line. Putting for bogey. Well hold. Let's move on. He's currently tied for third.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Going with the 5-wood. Not sure if that's how they drew it up. This would be a great up and down. Ooh, that almost went down. Let's see if you can make this. Keep the par on the card.
Looking good.
Oh, just missed. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This will be a good bogey.
And that's a couple of bogeys on the bounce, I'm afraid.
Yeah, making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
And unfortunately dropping back to even par there.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. second shot here on the fourth. Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. Ooh. Nice little sand shot there. Came real close. That's on the green, but still a fair way away from the flag. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. They're nicely holed. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Teeing off here at the fifth.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This one is right down the pipe. Well, that's beautifully judged. A spot in the top 10 awaits if they can make this putt. And that will drop in for birdie. And that will take him to 1 under. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
Going with the 8-iron here.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
That's a great shot into birdie range here at the 6th. A chance to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make. And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies. I will take that also into the top 5 now. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. And they'll be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. find the fairway, and then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Rich, being a big Boston sports fan, love being here in Beantown. And look, TPC Boston's a great venue for any championship. We've had some great winners here in the past, the likes of Tiger Woods, Ricky Fowler, Justin Thomas. This golf course, it gives, but it also takes.
Look at the list of winners you just mentioned. What do they have in common? A, they're really gritty competitors, but B, they're super good, reliable ball strikers. I think that this golf course is sneaky, demanding. Whoever wins this week is certainly going to earn it on this relatively, seemingly benign, but sneaky hard golf course.
Well struck. And this putt to move into a share of first place. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And that will take him to 3 under. He's currently in a share of top spot. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Opting for the 5-wood. This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
If it's up, it could be in. That gets the job done. Currently at -3 for the round. We have a par 4 on this one.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Going with the 7. Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just one shot back now. Oh, that's a ripper. Step aside, everyone else. Now, number 1. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Look, they're in the top 10, and they're actually making a really nice push up this leaderboard. Let's see how they play over this final 9 holes.
Always love a new beginning. Here we are at the opening hole of the back 9, the 10th.
Par 4, this hole plays so much more difficult than the yardage. Water to the left of the green, bunkers surrounding it on both sides. Find the fairway, you'll have a good look at making birdie. You miss the fairway, good luck. 4s, 5s, and 6s come into the equation.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Sitting at 4 under for the day, currently in the lead. Going with the 9-iron, I think. This one is headed to the right. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. This putt is from 14 feet.
Looking for another birdie here.
This one's dialed in. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole.
Kinda like it. 2 in a row.
Leading by a couple after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous swing. Good shot there. There's 17 feet remaining to the hole. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
This one's online. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard. After that, this hole's a tough 2-shotter, a long par 4.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. This one's heading left, I think. It's a little wayward. Sitting at 5 under for the day. Currently leading. Didn't that look good for a long time? Opportunity to make their par.
Yep, tracking well.
That was a gallant attempt. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
Playing from around 150 yards here. Currently tied for the lead. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. And here we are with the third shot. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Looks good.
Yeah, you'll take that. Currently 4 under for the round. Time to face a par 4 now.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Parts can be made.
That got a little out of control, I think. Close to the surface here, and the green side rough. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice?